this portion, we also learn more interesting thing about the branches. If I click the branches, now I am logging as a uh, mm, project or organization owner of the organization owner or the administrator of this project. Okay, so if I click the all branch, then you see something there that is behind or ahead. That is, dev master branch is behind from the dev branch. Okay, so now how to we move our code from dev to master? So, and we know we cannot directly merge some code something in the dev to master branch. So how we can do this? So every repo, we added someone who can do this job. When all the development is completed, then he or she merge the code into the master branch. So he also need to create a pull request, new pull request from the branch, dev branch, and into the master branch. Okay, merge code or sync both sync dev and master branch. Okay, we also add a description here. No need to add any reviewer. Okay, so work item not needed, already added 9 product item. So he also create a PR. So now he don't need anyone to approved this. So how can you know you add it on as a approval? If I click the complete, so you see Shaun Ghosh without anyone approval request, he can approve this and also merge the code into dev to master. Okay, now and this feature is not applicable for everyone. This feature is only applicable for some type of user. Okay, a special some user. So uh, okay, if I click the branch, then you see all the branches up to date. Okay, one ahead compare branch, this one ahead branch. Okay, so this way you can also edit some code, you can merge your dev to master branch. Okay, so now if now you think in master branch some glitch happened, some problem happened. Okay, so some configuration related issue happened. So if he wants to update this code in the Azure repo and uh, commit this without creating a feature branch, how can he do it? Suppose he wants to update the readme file. Okay, so if I click edit, for testing purpose. Okay, if you want to commit this update readme file, okay, master branch commit, it show that the commit is not possible because pushes to the branch are not permitted. Previously, we set up some policy for the for all type of user. You if you want to push something in the master or dev, you first need to create a feature branch, otherwise you cannot do it. But sometime you want in the only Shaun Ghosh can do this job. So you need to some bypass policy. So how can add the bypass policy? If I this if I click the uh, branches, click the branch policy, then I click the security, and I click the Shaun Ghosh and bypass policy when completing the pull request. Bypass policy when pushing. Now what I am doing now? I am now pushing code without creating a feature branch. Okay. So I set the allow. Only the Shaun Ghosh has this feature permission. He can add code in the master and dev branch easily. Direct push the code. So I also add the Shaun Ghosh in the dev branch. Also this bypass policy only for pushing the code. Okay. Now I click the commit, update readme file in the master branch. Click the commit button. Now you see the commit is successfully created. And now if you are going to the branch and click the master branch and click the readme file, you see the policy is working smoothly. Okay. So now we understand how to create the policy. Okay. Now, so suppose Shaun Ghosh is 1, 2. Now we need to sync our code. Now our master branch is updated, but dev branch is not updated. Okay. So we need to sync our master to dev. Okay. So we create a pull request, and now master to dev, sync master to dev branch, copy this. I am not adding any reviewer. Click the create. Now I click the complete. You see at least one reviewer approved, and without any reviewer approbation you cannot complete the pull request. So what can we do? And the branch, so what can I do now? So I also need to add a policy without any approval. We can a user can also merge any branch. Okay. So now again I go into the master branch, and previously Shaun Ghosh has a only policy bypass policy for the pushing code directly into the master or dev branch. Now he has also a permission bypass policy complete for the pull request. Okay. So this user I added a permission. So allow. And one thing, I am not doing this permission feature, bypass or security feature directly attending the globally, because the main reason is in this repo, Shaun Ghosh has, I want the management decided Shaun Ghosh only the privilege for only this particular repository. Suppose he is only the lead of the backend team, so he has the permission or ability to do this job. But I think is not best scenario for the Android app development branch. He can also this type of facility, because so that the reason I'm not adding this feature in the globally. Only the specific repository, specific people, I added this type of permission. Okay. So now this dev and master branch, the Shaun Ghosh has this ability to create the pull request. Now I go to the refresh again and click the complete. Now you see one reviewer approved. So now here another part, policy override option, override branch policy, enable merge. Okay. For requirement for requirement of the product. the product. Okay, overwrite and complete. So I add a overwrite. Okay, now you see the merging is working smoothly. So it's a very handy process. How can you bypass any of your pull request? I think you understand it properly. Okay, now bye.